What's up, Knicks Nation? That was definitely a tough one last night. Knicks lost Game 2. 107-90 was the final score. And it didn't start out that way. You know what I mean? Like, they started out, playing with some urgency, playing with some intensity. You know, right off the bat, you saw Randall and Brunson hitting a couple threes. You saw Randall ripping the ball from Okuro's hands. Okuro picked up 2 quick fouls, didn't even return to the game. But Darius Garland really started picking up that intensity towards the end of the first quarter, and that's where the momentum shifted. And that second quarter, the Cavs took over. Garland was just shooting lights out. He got whatever he wanted. Donovan Mitchell was playing off ball, and he was playing well. He was hitting assists left and right, finding guys. We could not get out to the three-point line whatsoever, and guys were letting it fly from wherever. As soon as Garland had some confidence, it didn't matter where he was on the court. He was letting it fly. It looked like we were watching IQ. Garland had 32 points last night. His defense was just excellent the entire game. Guy did not stop moving his feet or his body. He was just constantly on you. It was tough. You know, we were down 3 after the first quarter, but we were down 20 by halftime. The Cavs just really unleashed in that second quarter, and we were playing catch up the rest of the way through. You know, Karis LeVert had 24 points off the bench. And, you know, the Knicks didn't have any answer even for Garland. You know, there was a couple of times where I thought, you know, we defended him well, but for the most part, he got whatever he wanted last night. The Knicks shot poorly. They shot 37% from the field. They only hit 7 threes, 7 of 29 from deep. You know, Brunson and Randall, they got theirs, but nobody else got going whatsoever at all. And there was 14 turnovers in that first half. 32 points scored off of those turnovers. We did not win the battle on the boards. We were at -7 on the boards, and it's like, in a world where we know we're not the best shooting team, you have to take care of the little things every single game, right? Like, that's been my mantra for this team all season, has been extra effort. That's the rebounding, right? Like, we've been talking about it. It's the extra effort, getting out to the three-point line on D, you know, the steals, and just being super disruptive on defense, and taking care of the ball. And none of those things happened last night, and that's exactly what happened. You saw them go down by 20 at halftime. They went down by close to 30 at one point in that third, and it got ugly, you know, and there was just a point of no return. And we knew the Cavs were going to come out and look to punch the Knicks in the face, and the Knicks were going to have to take that on the chin, weather the storm, and punch right back. But you never saw that. You know, they came out in that second half and just continued to go through the motions. You know, a little bit better in terms of taking care of the ball, you know, but you got to bring it from the get-go. You know, this is the playoffs. This is every play matters, you know, and you got to leave it all on the court. And last night, it was disappointing in a way, just because of the fact that you kind of just saw them almost give up in a way. Not give up, but I guess just play into the frustrations. You know what I mean? Between the horrible whistles that we saw in the entire first half, between, you know, just missing guys on certain reads and the turnovers and letting all of that get to you, then the physicality of the Cavs being stepped up, the intensity, it was just everything, and the Knicks were not able to handle it, you know. So they're going to have some adjusting to do. You know, we talked about the Cavs having to make some adjustments, and they did. You know, Mitchell played off ball pretty much all game long. Garland had to step up. You know, their defense was just next level. You know, that was the best. They had the best defense in the league. That was an example of it right there last night. They were throwing doubles at Brunson nonstop, doubles at Randall. They were cutting off Brunson's pick and rolls, so he had nowhere to go. Anytime Brunson was looking to ISO, they completely cut him off on the weak side. He had no one to pass to, and nobody was moving. There was no off-ball movement at all, and that is such a big thing when it's such a half-court, you know, offense type of a game, and it's like, it's such a slowed down game. You have to keep moving. You have to keep moving, and that to me was the biggest difference from game 1 to game 2, was the off-ball movement. There was just none last night whatsoever. So the Knicks are going to have to come back, and they're going to have to fight back. But you know what? The series is tied. It's 1-1. So now we go to the Garden for 2 games with the series tied 2-1. Still sounds like we got a little bit of an edge. Of course, now the pressure's on the Knicks to adjust and respond to that game. So that's what I got. That's the morning drive this morning. I hope everybody kind of, you know, lets this simmer a little bit, and Friday, let's get back to the Garden and raise hell. You know, that's what I'm talking about. So that's the morning drive. Enjoy the rest of the week, and I'll definitely see you on Friday. Don't forget, if you're not going to the game, TKW is having a watch party along with Slam Magazine at a store called See No on Canal Street. Free Slam magazines with Brunson on the cover for the first 100 people to show up. A couple surprise guests It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm sure we're going to do a little pre-show for TK Weekly. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm looking forward to that. So definitely tap in. I'll catch you all on the timeline. Peace.